Game 4 of the past finals in 2022, this past year. As someone who has watched you be a kind of like a dickhead on the court with your antics and all your celebrations, like in a
no,
a loving way.
I get no. You don't have to sugarcoat that, because that's part of the. So I know you're gonna get to that question, but people ask me, there's a fine line between confidence and cockiness, right?
Yes.
And you just like dickhead in terms of my reactions and mannerisms and all that. Like, I'm sure that's how people interpret it.
Yeah.
The same, and then obviously the Warrior fans are like, oh, he's just have pure joy, having fun. Like, he's just expressing himself. So you get both sides of it, but it's amazing. Like, it's just authentic in terms of me just enjoying myself out there. I get it's going to be. It probably is. It's just this dickhead behavior a lot of the time. Even the turnaround shots where you're like looking at people, wild balls in there. But anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm glad you clarified that. You recognize that there is a line, and you're always toeing the line. Which side? But I don't remember you ever showing sort of not the joyful antics, but the emotional antics. I don't ever remember watching you show that in the first quarter of a game, and you did that in Game 4. Why?
You're right. That was kind of a intentional way I approached that game specifically, because it's kind of the through line of the last 3 years, and watching injuries happen to my teammates, myself, go through a year where you hear all the doubts of we'll never be back there at that level. Just to fight to make the play-in tournament the year before, and what it took to give ourselves some life. And then fast forward to last season, where you believe you can get there, but you really don't. You don't know, because it's a new crop of guys. It's the older version of us, and there's just a lot of question marks. And then you stay in the moment, plot your way through it, play at a high level, get to the finals. And I have so much experience in that setting. Obviously, that was the 6-1, and it was different because it was Boston. It was in that hostile environment, and it was different because we were tested in a way that was new, and a lot of it was to protect like the core. We have so much trust in what we all bring to the table, and when you see this fan base or whatnot like go at one of your guys and like constantly just berate him and cross the line and do all that type of stuff, and we lose Game 3 and you're in that environment, it's like holy shit, like this is gonna be a dogfight. Like, we knew that going in, but this was a different element of emotional like response that we hadn't really seen before. So Game 4 is like, one, how big the game is. You lose that game, well, first off, we were already, according to ESPN, we're already 84% underdogs in the final. So now go down 3-1, you might as well not even play after that. So how big the game is. But then you get into that into the first quarter, and we're already down, I think like 12-4 or something like that. We slowly gained some momentum. And I think we were down. I don't know. I hit that one shot and I started like yelling at the crowd. I was like, "This is gonna be a different motherfucking game." I said that. I had my mama got mad at me because of my word choice, and I was like, "You're right," but I was just unleashing a different level of like, I'm here, like we're here, and I ain't gonna just have this. You ain't gonna count the parade already in terms of the 19,000 people that seemed to be in unison on what they were saying every single possession. Like, it was like, we're here and we're gonna respond and see what happens. And a lot of people talk about just the way that we play, like it's free flowing and it's poetic and there's a lot of movement and high level skill and all that. But you got to have that we have the most competitive guys. Draymond complimented Clay. Clay's like one of the most competitive guys that I've ever played with, because he wants it so bad, and Draymond the same. I'm the same. Andre's the same, and so just required another level of response from us. For me, I wanted to lead that, even though we were still down in the first quarter. I was like, I don't know really what I'm talking about, but let's go. And kind of manifested a 3-game run that was for the books. And game 4 was definitely my favorite game of my career because of the stakes that were a part of it, and the fact that we lose that game, who knows if we ever have a chance to win a championship again.
As always, thank you for listening to the show. Please subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Wondery, wherever you listen to your podcast. We appreciate you guys.